Oh, we're good. Are we in focus? We are. We are in focus. What was I going to talk about tonight? Knowing. I was going to talk about knowing. Then knowing. Just knowing. If you think about most people that you've ever met or been in a relationship with, a kind of intimate relationship with, you know at the start, if you're honest with yourself, you know from the first encounter whether or not it is going to fail or whether or not it's going to succeed. Cheers. I'll give an example of that. My father and my mother were very different, and they split up after about, I think it was like 19 years, something like that. And they went for counselling. And my father was talking to me about when he asked my mother out. And my father was a bit of a teddy boy back in the 60s, the kind of rock and roll, the quiff and the coat, the winkle picker shoes. They were like pointy shoes. Anyway, he asked my mother out, and she said to him, "I'll go out with you if you change your shoes." And he did. That was it. Over. From the get-go. And if you think about it, the people that you meet in life, you know where it's going to go. Even if it has its trials and tribulations, which life throws at you every now and then. But you still know. Even with all the shit and all the stuff that goes on, you just know. And some relationships are kind of easier than others. Some relationships are kind of like blah. Most people's are. Like, if you think about all the houses I ever worked in and thousands of houses I ever worked in painting, I probably met a handful of people that really, really, really loved each other unconditionally. And it's a very, very rare thing. And truth. I was dreaming last night about truth. And I don't know what it was. It was an image of a sofa came to me. And I was like, what the fuck was the image of and it was just a sofa with nothing on it. And then people put their stuff on the sofa, like a throw or cushions, or they jazz it up, and it becomes all razzle dazzle. And then today I was thinking about what the fuck what did that even mean? And then I was thinking about, it's festive season now, so it's Christmas, right? And people have their tree that they buy, and then they put all the lights and the razzle dazzle and the tinsel, and they all look at it and they just love the sparkle of the tree. But the truth is, the tree is fucking dead. There's a dead tree in your living room with all this razzle dazzle on it. And I think most people are happy with that. They're happy with that in everything, in with the tree, with their relationships. They just put more fluff on it. It's failing, so we'll get married. It's failing, we'll have a kid. It's failing, we'll go on holidays. And really, they've got a dead tree sitting in their sitting room, and they just don't want to admit it, and they just don't have the courage. Because courage is a fucking big one. That's the biggest thing I've learned this year is courage. Because a lot of people are courageous, but in one aspect. They might be courageous, might say, oh, he's super brave, he got on a roller coaster, or he's super brave, he jumped off a cliff, or he's super brave. But really, he's not brave in his personal life. He's not brave in who he is going forward. He's not brave in telling his wife it's over. He's not brave in standing up for the woman he loves. He's not brave in a lot of things. And it really goes across the board. And I think courage, thinking about Musashi, master one thing, master everything, you really got to look at it. It's not just about doing stuff. It's about being authentic to yourself and loving yourself and being in love and all those great things. Then I also had a thought. Maybe you're just not terrified of me. Maybe you're just terrified of how great things can be. What did he say? With greatness comes great, not pressure, responsibility. Same as like if you get a black belt in whatever it is, it just doesn't come with. It comes with a lot of responsibility. A black belt. It comes with a lot of like you can't just take it and fuck off with it. You got to give back all that everybody's taught you over the years, and everyone that's taught them over the years. There's a lot of responsibility in taking a black belt, and there's a lot of responsibility in if you know something and you just know it and you haven't given up and you haven't quit, taking a leaf out of your book, take any page out of your book, your 99-page book, and they all say the same thing. Courage. They all say the same thing. Go into battle, prepared to die, to really live. I've really been paying attention to my dreams. Carl Jung did the same. I'm no Carl Jung, but he figured a third of his life was dreaming. So maybe there was some sort of facts to it. And I think there is. I think there is. I think sometimes afterwards you think about like I like that one I came up with the Christmas tree today because really is people are into the razzle dazzle and they're happy with that. They're vanillas and they're good at one aspect in life, or they're good with that person with one aspect of their life, or they everything else they're not, or they try and control other people in order to suit themselves. Where I mean, you gotta let eagles fly. You can't nip the wings of incandescent eagles. You can't you can't tell people what to do. You can't control people because it makes you feel jealous because you're insecure with your own shit. And that's what it all comes down to. Insecure with your own shit. Knowing. I just know. I just know. Someone called me a seer once, and I kind of started to believe it. Every now and then I have my doubts. Every now and then, like everything else, everyone doubts themselves on days or hours, or. But then you wake up the next day and you go, "No, I'm fucking right. I know I'm right. I know I'm right." Now all it takes is a little bit of courage. Best is yet to come. Bounce. Just bounce. I went out on the bike today. It's been raining for fucking since I got back for the last 2 weeks. Just been raining. It's lashing again. Another flood warning. Rain, rain, rain. It was sunny today when I woke up, and it was heat. I was able to take my top off and feel the heat of the sun. It was beautiful. And I looked up at Monchique and it's raining. It's like, oh fuck, I'm not going on the road bike. So I went on the gravel bike, and it started raining sideways. But I got to Bar Saint Joao and had a bit of lunch, and then got the tailwind back, and it was nice. It was nice. So tomorrow I'm lifting, dreaming, and doing the work, doing the work, doing the work. You got to be undeniable, and don't give up on people that you know, because that's the thing about life. You just know, you just know, and if you do the work and you're prepared to do the work, you'll do good. Show up, do the work, and be consistent. And when the smoke clears, you'll be there, and nobody else will. And someone does care. You know, because you can say, well, nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares. Yeah, some people do care. And they care about everything, not just one thing, not just one aspect. Plus, they're confident in their own shit, so you can be free and not be restrained and not being told what to do and not being felt like, uh, lower frequencies of emotion like guilt and all that other shit. So yeah, I kind of waffled on a bit there today, but really what it was was what's the Christmas tree analogy? You know, there you are with all your razzle dazzle and your sparkle darkle and your fucking flashy lights, but the fucking tree is dead underneath the whole lot. But you're happy with that. Whereas I'm not. You're not. I know. You know. And now it's to take a leaf out of your own book. And what I learned this year was courage. Can't get any worse. Can only get better. The best has yet to come. The best has yet to come. And that's a fact. Focused. Till the next one. We are all one. Namaste. Hare Krishna.